Hello, welcome. Let us understand how we can practically take a thread dump. In the previous lecture, we have understood that we can take a thread dump directly on the server. We can take a thread dump using JVM monitoring tools. We can also take a thread dump using APM or application performance monitoring tools. To take a thread dump on the server, we need a server infrastructure and access to the server. We do not have a server infrastructure, hence I will illustrate how you can use a command and take a thread dump in my own PC or a personal computer. There are various tools available in the market which can be used for taking a thread dump. It is not practically possible to look into all those tools, but once you understand the concept, you can easily adopt to any tool that is being used in your organization within a couple of weeks time. These are some of the tools available for different language or a framework. Here native tools means it comes along with this framework itself. For example, once you install the JDK, you will get the Java, you will also get Jstack and JConsole. In earlier version before JDK 8, Visual VM was also available with JDK. Now it is separately available and you can download and install this. We will look into that later, but understand that there are different tools available based on the programming language and a framework that you are using. These are third-party tools which you need to pay and get the license and install on your monitoring server, and you can use that also for taking a thread dump. Now I will mainly focus on this Java related native tools to illustrate how you can take a thread dump. Once you understand the concept, you can explore the different tools based on your need, based on the framework that is being used in your organization. Our goal here is not to focus on any specific tool. Once you understand the basics of performance engineering, you can work with any tool your organization uses. With so many tools available, it is not practical to learn and use all of them. Now let us understand how you can use a JStack to take a thread dump. To use the JStack, you need to have a JDK installed on your system. Let us learn how you can practically take a thread dump using JStack. To use the JStack, you need to have a Java development kit installed on your system, and you will use this particular command jstack space process id and then this particular symbol and then your file name. Here in this file, thread dump will be saved, but before that we need to find the process id. To find the process id, you can use this particular command ps-ef, the pipe symbol, grep, and then process name. For example, for illustration purpose, I will use this particular command to get the process ID of the jmeter. It means currently I have opened the jmeter, so I can get the jmeter process ID, and I will use that process ID. Using that, I can take a thread dump. Firstly, let me open the jmeter. I have opened the jmeter now. I have opened this terminal in Mac. So firstly, let us find the process ID for this particular process, that is jmeter which is running. To find the process ID, I will use this command ps-ef, pipe symbol, then grep, and process name is jmeter, right? It will display the process ID. This particular entry belongs to jmeter process ID. Here other entries, these two entries represent script or a shell command that we have used to start the jmeter process. This is the actual jmeter process ID. This is the actual jmeter process ID 1898, and this is the parent process ID. Here we need to use this particular process ID 1898. So let us use this process ID and take the thread dump. I will go to jmeter bin folder first, so that thread dump will be saved in this particular folder. So now I will run the command to take the thread dump. Now I will use the JStack to take the thread dump. JStack, then process ID is 1898 here, 1898, and then this particular symbol. Then you provide the file name to save the thread dump. Thread dump.txt. So now it should generate this file and save the thread dump into this file. Let me enter. Now if you go to jmeter win folder, you can find this file here, threaddump.txt. This is the file which is generated and thread dump is saved in this file. Later in the course, we will learn how to analyze this thread dump. Now our focus is how to take a thread dump. So this is a thread dump which is saved in this particular file.